And good evening once again. Welcome to Doyle Field here in Brewer, Maine. Jim Churchill, Kevin Hamill, and Jay Baines. And we are getting set to get game number 2 of the evening underway. The boys taking the field, the Witches making their way out onto the turf here at Doyle Field. And the Rams will soon follow. And we're going to have a kind of a special situation here at the beginning of this game, Kevin.
Yes.
Oop, get you turned up again here. Go ahead.
My microphone, there it is. So we had a senior
Hunter Russell.
Yeah, out for an injury. He's going to start the game. Just more ceremonial. He'll stay on the field until the ball gets knocked into touch, and then they're going to take him off just so he can say he was able to step on the field for his final game. He looks cold. He looks cold.
Right here on the near side, and the ball goes to him. And
that's nice. Good show of support for the senior.
For the Witches, number 5, Ben Lord.
We'll get some
He
hugs.
will be replacing senior captain, number 14, Hunter Russell.
Hunter getting hugs from his mates there. They certainly feel for him in his senior season. He'll make his way off the field, and checking in for the Witches is Ben Lord, the junior, also out there for Brewer. And number 3, Andrew Hodgins. Number 16, that's Brendan Saunders. We got number 18, Jed Gilpatrick. Brady Saunders out there as well. And also out there is Cody Doak for Brewer. He's a senior. There's a throw in by the Witches. Kyle Goodrich, Gavin Carr on the field for Brewer as well. And in goal for Brewer is Aaron Garcia. Colby Smith, junior out there for the Witches. Josh Hoare, a sophomore. It's the Brewer lineup. We'll get you the Bangor lineup here in just a second. We'll also give you a look at the entire rosters here very shortly. Throw in to number 7 for Bangor, Parker Richmond. Number 2 on the field, Cole Neal. Number 12, Andrew Monroe. 24 for Bangor, Wyatt Stevens.
Nine, Griffin Erb, a senior midfielder. Parker Richmond, you said. You got to him. We got an early corner kick for Bangor on the left side of the field.
And rising high is Aaron Garcia for Brewer. Snare that one. Was picked up there by Carr. Gilpatrick has it taken away from him. Defense there by Cole Neal. Number 4 for Bangor, Garrett Courtney on the field. Here's number 1 for the Rams, Beckett Parkin. 23 for Bangor, Jacob Osmer. Garcia, line drive kick towards midfield. Bangor turns it the other way.
Back and forth action here to start. I think the kids are working really hard to stay warm at the beginning until they get there.
Brewer, we we saw them here against Ellsworth, and they, after falling down 2-0 to the Eagles, got a goal late in the first half, and then won the second half 3-0 over the Eagles. So 4 straight goals there. Then they defeated Herman 7-1, and then it was 5-1 Brewer, I believe, on Saturday. So that's 16-2 their advantage over the last 2.5 games over their opponents. They're up to 6 wins on the season.
Bangor's got an early set piece from about 24, 25 out. And
a little tall there. Here for Brendan Saunders into Goodrich. Goodrich has it go off his leg across the near touch line.
the Brewer came out pretty flat against Ellsworth, but they quickly turned it around. I think once they got a chance to get Gavin Carr into the game a little bit, the tide changed really quickly for the Witches. Beckett Parkin showing some good foot skills at midfield. Keep the attack wide for Bangor.
That one stays in.
Sure does.
There's Carr chasing after it.
Oh, they got some high pressure there. Gavin's got to have the ball going in the net. Not sure if Brewer's got a scouting report, but they're pressuring their backs early.
We established who the Bangor keeper is yet. Tough to pick up the very small numbers there. Got 2.
Trey Barassa.
And Colby Levitt also listed as a keeper, along with Ryan Layton. Let's see if it turns around. We get a look at some bigger numbers.
I reminded myself to bring my binoculars, and then I forgot to remind myself.
You needed the double remind.
I did.
Goodrich for Brewer. Back to the keeper. Now he's wearing number 0. We have no zeros on the Bangor roster. Head coach for the Rams, Don Erb. Ben Poland, coach for Brewer. Saunders drives it out. Throw in here for Wyatt Stevens. And it comes to Griffin Erb. Far side of the field. Some physical play over there. Sam Ahola, who's a sophomore. Just want to point out the 2 brightest players on the field are Andrew Hodgins for Brewer and also Joshua Hoare for Brewer.
The brightest?
I'm sure their manhood has been questioned, but they have their legs covered.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you're going with that.
No, I do not have their...
the bright uniforms or the officials. I was wondering where you're going with that. There's a deep pressure by Bangor. Nicely broken up by number 17, Cody Doak, the senior. Bangor's going to have their first corner from the right side.
Oh, that one in on Garcia.
Yeah,
Kicks
there's
it aside.
Quick let by Bangor and just sneaked through the right side of the post for another Bangor corner. Gavin Carr staying high up by the sweeper for Brewer, looking to be the target man for any type of breakout or counterattack from Brewer. There's a beautiful ball driven across the 6. And a one-time volley, beautiful shot on a half volley. Goalkeeper up to the task. What a nice save.
Yeah, off the legs of Garcia, straight up in the air, and he went high to pull it down. And
That's a beautiful one-touch. That's a tough ball to hit on the way down like that.
Bangor with the best opportunity to this point. 9 minutes into this game. Again, the Bangor girls with a win earlier. They defeat Brewer 8-0. Impressive performance by the Rams.
Okay. Handball coming in for Bangor. Gavin Carr doing a good job of dispossessing the Bangor midfielder there.
Carr works it up the right side. Turn it on
That's a nice run.
very quickly.
Beautiful ball. No one following, unfortunately, for Brewer. And Bangor's going to counter. Oh. That was a good no call by the official on a passive offsides, but there he is right there, number 5.
Ben Lord. Now it's Andrew Hodgins on the near side, battling a couple of Rams. He's back to Goodrich.
That's a nice back tackle there from Brewer. Just a little heavy on the touch.
Our broadcast of high school soccer here tonight, brought to you in part by Brewer Federal Credit Union. Brewer Federal Credit Union, we're here for all life's moments.
Junior Benjamin Lord's coming off for you have a first substitute for Brewer.
Pablo Garcia into the game. Gilpatrick. Back to his teammate Brady Saunders. While we have a second, let's take a look at the Bangor Rams boys soccer roster. Coached by Don Erb.
Well, there's a breakaway for Brewer, getting behind the defense and some follow pressure there.
And we're up the left side of the field.
Oh, it's a nice outside the foot pass there.
Doak over to knock it out of play.
Garrett Courtney, the intended target on that pass.
If you are looking to buy or sell your next home, call Tim Bush. Tim is at Next Home Experience. The number for Tim Bush, 951-0747.
Feeling that heat yet?
I am a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little one.
I'm still kicking myself
It's the
for
junior.
not grabbing those extra canisters. We were kind of recounting things. I think the last time I used my double burner over here was at a football game, a championship football game in Hamden. Jay, were you there for that?
I was.
Yes.
We had to clear the
Oh,
snow
that's right.
out
Yes.
to start, to set up.
All right. Oh, goodness. Didn't think I could feel colder than I already do, but talking about that has made me feel a little colder.
85 and sunny. That's what it is right now.
That's right. Mind over matter.
Sam Mahola and Garrett Courtney off the field for Bangor.
There's Doak for Brewer. Something off Bangor. Doak. Here comes the car. Good maneuvering there.
Oh, that's
by
a nice
Doak.
touch by Carr.
Pablo Garcia tried to right that one. Couldn't connect with it. Now Bangor moves it up the left side.
We might be hearing those two names, Carr and Garcia, a lot today. Those two are pretty close to each other.
Pablo Garcia, Gavin Carr had a couple of goals in the win for Brewer over Baps on Saturday. Pablo Garcia had a couple of goals as well. You see the physical battle there involving Colby Smith. You catch the Bangor number.
Andrew Hodgins doing a good job breaking that play up. He's a quick player.
That's the near side. Our broadcast of high school soccer tonight brought to you by the Sea Dog. If you're looking for great food and views, try the Sea Dog on the waterfront in downtown Bangor. The Sea Dog is open for dine-in, curbside pickup, or delivery. The Sea Dog, 26 Front Street in Bangor. High in the air it goes.
We are officially below freezing. We're down to 31. Feels like 21. With a gale warning. Surprised it's not lower than 21. That ball's going to roll in touch for a Brewer throw.
Oh, here's Carr.
Gavin's off
Turning the Jets on.
Off to the races here. He's got some defenders to beat. Probably have to wait for numbers at this point now.
Yeah, Bangor got back nicely there. 3 or 4 Rams getting back.
Good patience. If Brewer can continue to change their point of attack from the back and really stretch out Bangor, they'll have a lot of great opportunities on their offensive zone. A little push on Bangor. We're going to have a Brewer set piece from just beyond midfield.
See the battle there between...
Right there, he kind of just grabs his right shoulder. Ew, a little extracurricular stuff right there as well. But
a great job by the official to say something at the beginning to let them know that she sees it and she's not going to stand for it. So it's a good job by the official.
Back to prevent. Now in hockey they have rushes.
Right.
What do they call?
Like an odd man rush.
Yeah.
I mean, similar to soccer. They don't really have a name for it because it's not as, I guess, prevalent with so many. You don't get as many opportunities in a soccer game as you would at a hockey game, just the fields being so much bigger. But
we get some.
There's a lot of lights coming through town here.
Yes, we do. It's the second state police car, and wow.
I wonder if this is some type of convoy. There's a lot of them.
Holy smokes, there's 4, 5, 6.
There's a limousine. Looks like some VIPs coming through town. There's a lot of blue lights. We are totally not paying attention to the game anymore.
We've got a lot of police departments involved.
I wonder if that was a hearse.
Yeah, I think that was probably a former law enforcement officer. Wow, we have a...
Folks at home are seeing all these blue lights too, I'm sure. That ball gets launched into somebody's backyard.
Well, that's full push yard if he knows.
Yes, we have a former law enforcement officer in the vicinity. We'll try to... And there goes...
There's a border patrol.
Yeah.
A couple of
Another
them.
one.
I thought somebody knew my sticker was out on my vehicle. They're coming to get me, but that's a little overkill, I think, at this point.
And bringing up the rear is, I believe that's a...
Looks like
Brewer police car.
Yeah.
And there had to be 25, 30.
Quite a few.
Back to the soccer. Nothing. We're approaching the quarter mark. We'll take a break. Hear that breeze in our mics.
Well, as soon as the Colby Smith picked up his head, he was looking for Gavin Carr. He's definitely going to be the target player. We're approaching the 20-minute mark. We should be having a break here since the next stoppage.
And there it is. At the 1955 mark here in the first half. We got a break in the action. We'll take it as well. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. No score between Bangor and Brewer. Welcome back to historic Doyle Field. High school soccer here on Ticket TV. Our final broadcast here in the fall of 2020. Jim Churchill, Kevin Hamill, and Jay Baines. Max Pottle and Nathaniel Bailey on camera here tonight, battling the elements. Wind chill down around 20 degrees. These are looking up towards the end of the week. Temperatures up in the 60s. Brennan Saunders, the throw in to Jed Gilpatrick. Pablo Garcia, again involved in some physical play across the way. No harm, no foul there. Patrick looking for Hodgins. They don't connect. Now Bangor on the move. That one ricochets off Brendan Saunders.
Jay, this is the same crew? Where's Jay?
We have a new center official coming in for round 2. The ARs have switched positions.
But it's the same crew. They just switched up a little bit.
Nope.
Oh, we have a brand new... the center referee did not work the first game. No.
But it's still an all-female
Correct.
crew.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Girls' night.
They've been doing a great job.
Yeah, I believe actually we initially had this scheduled. It was the second or the third time these two teams were supposed to play.
Yes,
really?
yes. I think third time was the charm. We moved it a couple of times.
We were doing a good job of keeping that pressure locked into the Bangor defensive zone. Bangor still unable to clear their lines. Have we figured out the Bangor goalkeeper yet?
No, we do not have a 0 on our Bangor roster.
I believe it is Trey Barrasso, but I'm not.
He's listed as 22.
Looks like the keeper numbers are not listed
Right.
on the Bangor roster sheet.
This is Andrew Monroe. Monroe trying to get a shot off that. It deflects off the body of Brendan Saunders. Gets it back. Takes it into the corner. Spins. Tries to center it. Bangor still in control. Shot. Didn't quite get all of it there. Aaron Garcia out. Wings it ahead. Hodgins. Runs into Griffin Erb. Number 15 for Bangor is Eli Herzog. He's a sophomore. Garcia after it. Garcia comes away with it, and this one is a little too high.
Yeah, great pressure to win that, and then unfortunately just
Looks like he might have slipped just a little bit with that plant foot and got underneath that one.
as a defender for Bangor right there with one player coming, you really can't take any chances. That ball needs to get dumped to the side. Oh, it's a beautiful touch.
NCAA requires 72 hours negative test before they play, including at the division.
Oh, that's a great look for the ball behind the defense there from Andrew Monroe, the senior forward for Bangor. Great burst of speed from him. A lot of these passes in the final third, they're not necessarily connecting, but you can see the players are looking for them. Like that ball right there, that's gorgeous. Right to Andrew Monroe.
Tough angle. Oh, somebody's wide open, and shot is taken in by Garcia. Eli Herzog.
Dropped it back to the 18 for number 15, Eli Herzog, the sophomore midfielder for Bangor. Bangor settling into a nice rhythm here. They're using both sides of the field to get pressure on Brewer. And Brewer will win a corner. Gavin Carr getting a chance to pop that down to the corner. Does win possession. Both teams have their opportunities, but easily handled by the Bangor goalkeeper.
The action here tonight brought to you by Twin City Tire. Twin City Tire is your #1 locally owned snow tire dealer with the lowest prices guaranteed, located at 609 Wilson Street in Brewer, or you can visit their Twin City Tire Express at 30 Sparks Avenue in Brewer.
Another ball across the field. Service across the outside of the 18. Tough to handle that ball. And Brewer gets a chance to clear its defensive zone. Number 18, Jed Kilpatrick on the clear of the sophomore.
Broadcast here tonight also brought to you by Penobscot Cleaning Services Incorporated, the only name you need to know for all of your professional cleaning and disaster restoration needs. Locations in Brewer and Trenton. 44 years of serving the people of Maine. Visit them at penobscotcleaning.com. Going to get one of our cameramen to get a shot of that moon across the way. Is it a full moon?
That was 2
Nope.
days ago.
It
We had a
was,
full
Oh, that
moon.
was 2 days
We had a
ago?
blue moon
The
on
blue moon.
Oh, that's
Halloween.
right. That's right. I remember that.
Good pressure by Gavin Carr up top. Back to Andrew Hudgens. And ball over the top.
Gilpatrick.
Looks like
Carr collects it.
he's offside. They're waiting for the. There he is. AR had the flag up. They were waiting for the call. I think Gavin Carr is asking the official what the call was. I don't think the official saw the flag for a second, so maybe he was just questioning the call.
Try to keep your eyes on your ARs, but when you're kind of going
It's
in
tough.
the opposite direction, you're going straight to the opposite corner to try to follow play. You're,
Right, you don't want to miss something.
Falls
on
out
the
of your
field.
peripheral,
Yep,
exactly.
absolutely.
I'm not sure if the referees are wired up.
I was gonna say that's where the headphones really.
comms.
Yeah, headphones make
This
a huge
game, they were in
difference.
the first one. I do not believe
Oh, they had
I'm not-
headphones in the first.
they had headsets in the first game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're on headset. For
Have you
round two.
used those yet?
Yeah, I have mine.
Do you
Yeah.
like them?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Those of you listening, sometimes the referees do have headset microphones, so they're able to keep it in contact with each other, which is extremely important, especially in that play right there where you're trying to follow a play, but you're still trying to follow what the AR is calling. Because only the center official has a whistle.
Scoreless with 9:20 left to go here in the first half. There's Colby Smith up the right side.
Look
He
at
turns
his
on the
speed.
Jets.
Woo, he can move.
Colby into the corner looking for Carr out front, but Bangor there
It's kind
to
of dangerous from
Very.
Bangor to clear it into the middle.
Took an extra touch to clear it too. You can hear people screaming for him to clear it. Brewer keeping pressure on Bangor here. Smart play by number 16 for Brewer.
Brendan Saunders.
Senior doing a good job of shielding that ball until it went into touch, and there's another throw for Brewer. That's a dangerous ball across the middle.
And a couple of players down there.
Is that Garcia that went down?
Dylan Garish and Pablo Garcia. Garish for Bangor, Garcia for Brewer. Garcia first and Garish head over heels. There's,
Ooh, that's tricky. That's a tricky
still
one.
alive. Ben Lord with that initial attempt, but Bangor will clear it out of there.
Especially on a cold day like this, it's always a good idea to press that goalkeeper. It's hard to hang on to that ball.
Under 7 minutes left. So Jordan Doak there, wearing the captain band on his left bicep.
Andrew Hodgins coming in for Pablo Garcia for Brewer. We had a Bangor substitute as well. There's Hodgins.
Working against Kyle Robbins for Bangor. Hodgins curls it ahead for Carr. Carr trying to get around the Bangor defender. Nice job there using the body by Parker Richmond.
The left back Dylan Garrish from Bangor is getting he's being very involved. They're coming after him right now. He's doing a good job.
See Gavin Carr to the left of your screen, setting up to the right side of the goal. I believe that's Richmond right on his back. Yes, indeed.
Long throw. Bangor on a counterattack here, working the ball up the right side.
Play there by Doak for Brewer.
Good defensive play. Benjamin Lord.
Colby Smith drops it back for Brady Saunders. Saunders up ahead. Here's Smith up the right side. Here goes Carr.
Here he is.
Carr will miss to the left of the goal.
Oncoming Ben Lord coming from the left side down the middle.
Brewer had it set up. Their main man, Carr, could not finish in that case. Certainly he's finished in many other
He's fast. He gets
cases here in
he can
2020.
turn. That's a tough skill, but to have you back to the goal, receive, turn, and go in one motion. He does a good job with that. Bangor again keeping the pressure, putting the ball down into the flats of Brewer.
Garcia, Brewer keeper.
Ooh, hands on the back. Yeah, that's the call. Griffin Erb called for the hands in the back. The senior midfielder for Bangor.
1, 2, launch. What's that thing in gymnastics? The thing that you kind of just go up on.
The pommel horse.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're talking. Okay.
Patrick near midfield. Lances into the Bangor bench. Our broadcast of high school soccer here at chilly Doyle Field tonight brought to you in part by Gilman Electrical Supply. Visit them at gilmanelectricalsupply.com. Three minutes left here in the first half. These seniors for Brewer playing in their final soccer match. I believe 8 seniors on this Brewer team. Colby Smith in front of the Bangor bench. Stepping in is Gilpatrick. Scooped up by the Bangor keeper. See some of the Bangor players across the way trying to stay loose, getting some running in.
Bangor seems to be a little more straightforward in their attacking, while Brewer is changing the fields quite a bit, but neither team have been able to crack the code yet.
Lord trying to track it down.
Just crossed.
90 seconds left to go here in half number 1. Brewers and Witches in a scoreless battle. Brewers had one or two good opportunities. Brewers had a couple.
Good change of field there.
And they may have their best one here, but Garcia tracks it down. That was Andrew Monroe. Trying to go low.
And the sweeper needs to call that man being open. He was wide open. Somebody needs to pay attention there in the back.
Monroe back to work. Saunders will drive it up into the seats.
That's an easy one for the ball boy there.
Good catch by the fan.
Griffin Herb doing a good job of pressuring. There's a shot by number 4.
Oh, close call there for Brewer.
Garrett Courtney with the left foot just had a chance to put that in. Must have been a deflection.
Yep.
So 3 seconds. Time is stopped. Corner here for the Rams. And that one will be kicked across the goal line. And that's going to do it for the first half. No score between the Bangor Rams and the Brewer Witches. We will step aside. Back with the halftime report next here on Ticket TV. And we are back here at historic Doyle Field. Jim Churchill, Kevin Hamill, and Jay Baines. Thanks for joining us at 929theticket.com. Some of you I know are using your ticket app. It is a great thing. And no goals in the first half of this boys game. The girls of Bangor defeated Brewer earlier today, 8-0. But here tonight, guys, pretty good defense on both sides. Very few excellent opportunities.
Yeah, both teams are trading punches. They are attacking very differently, but same result, nothing yet. Both defenses have come up to the task.
All right, let's take a look at these two schools. Bangor High School, located in Bangor, of course. Enrollment approximately 1,200 students. Principal is Paul Butler, and the athletic director is Steve Van Enestein. And Brewer High School right here in Brewer. Enrollment approximately 670 students. Brent Slowakowski is the principal. The AD is Dave Utterback. Monday Night Football coming up tonight on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. The New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is that game in the Meadowlands?
I believe it is.
I think it is as well. So Tom Brady on the road facing the Giants. Giants are 1-6. The Buccaneers are what? 5-2?
I believe they're 5-2.
5-2. So we'll see what happens in that one. You can catch the action at 7:30 with the pregame show. We must be approaching 7:30, aren't we?
It's 7:08.
7:08. So pregame show at 7:30. They'll kick it off at 8:15 on the Ticket, and then weekdays on Maine Sports Leader, the morning line from 6 to 8 a.m. Among the hosts of the show, my broadcast, one of my broadcast partners here tonight, Kevin Hamill, of course, Wayne Harvey, Jeff Hoke, Greg Hirsch, Brian Stackpole, ESPN Radio from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m., and then The Drive, featuring yours truly, along with Mark Paulette, Aaron Jackson, Ernie Clark. I believe Ernie Clark, who's here in the press box tonight, is on the docket for tomorrow's show, 4 to 6 p.m. weekdays on Maine Sports Leader. All right, we're going to take another break here at Doyle Field. Not too far away from second half action. Thanks for joining us. No score between Bangor and Brewer here on Ticket TV. Back at Doyle Field.
Historic.
Halftime report. Yes, indeed. Historic Doyle Field, home of the Brewer Witches. They're playing host to the Bangor Rams in a doubleheader here tonight. Girls game in the books. And that goes to the Rams by a final of 8-0. A scoreless first half here in this one. I'm going to turn to my soccer aficionados. And Kevin Hamill, I'll start with the Brewer Witches. Just what do you think they've got to do here in the second half to try to break through against Bangor?
I think they got the right game plan. Just a matter of following through. They're changing their point of attack from the back, so that they're attacking from different angles, and they're really going after the marking backs for Brewer. Gavin Carr is turning on the Jets every time he gets a chance. and just haven't got one to fall. And Bangor's pressing more and more forward. Both are working. I think maybe Brewers had a few more chances than Bangor. Just neither one had a great chance yet to put anything in the back of the net.
Jay, do you see anything in the first half?
I guess the most impressive thing, I've seen is, Bangor's back line just neutralizing Carr. And I think, basically, Bangor's goals are going to come very, methodically. Okay, they're going to score, basically it's going to come from the back in the midfield and set up those opportunities. But if they can neutralize them, and obviously, like Kevin said, most of the scoring chances have been for Brewer today. So if they continue to do that for the next 40 minutes, they might get kind of a gross goal, maybe coming in transition or, a mistake, from Brewer's defensive third.
All right, we'll take our final timeouts here at the half. Back with second half action next on Ticket TV. And we are back here at Doyle Field. Second half action underway. No score between the Rams and the Witches in this boys soccer game. Final one for Brewer of the 2020 season. I think Bangor has a couple more left on their schedule here.
I believe they have Nokomis tomorrow, and then they have Hamden on Thursday.
All right, Bangor get their lineup set here. Dylan Garish out there on the fields, along with number 23, Jacob Osmer. Here's number 4, that's Garrett Courtney. Number 6 for the Rams, Sam Ahola. Number 1 for Bangor is Beckett Parkin. 24, Wyatt Stevens.
Yeah, they're going to call the hand from the back for this one.
Right there. Boom.
Yep, good call. Officiating crew doing a great job tonight in both games.
Parker Richmond for the Rams out there as well. Number 2 on the field for Coach Don Erb, Cole Neal. And number 12, Andrew Monroe.
Jay, have you done a lot of high school games this year?
Yes. Virtually every day.
And you did last year too, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you finding that the games, because there's no playoff, they're really, I hate to say nothing to play for, but there kind of isn't, and are the games less physical and chippy and kind of the extracurricular? Is it still there, or are you seeing it less?
I think things settled down towards the middle of the year.
Okay.
Early on, the boys just wanted to play.
Right.
So any competitive advantage or opportunity they were going to take.
Right.
So in the beginning, yes, it was a little more fiery. I think things kind of just settled and played. And I've noticed later in the year, because I think they're sensing the end, that the competitive juices are definitely turned up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think it also has to do with, basically the matchup in general. I mean, not just the styles of play, but, rivalry games are rivalry games, period.
Right. Yep. No, this game hasn't been chippy at all. When I officiated some of the Centerman games, in years past when there was a playoff in line, they got, a lot more physical and chippy than this. This has been fun to watch and fun to call.
Brady Saunders back for Brewer. Also out on the field for the Witches, Josh Hoare, Brady Saunders, Jed Gilpatrick, Andrew Hodgins, Colby Smith, Gavin Carr, Ben Lord, Kyle Goodrich, and Brendan Saunders as well, along with Cody Doak, Aaron Garcia, the Brewer keeper.
And I don't necessarily want to associate, how competitive a match is on how chippy it is, per se, because you could have a very skilled match where no one's fouling, and it's still a high level of competition.
Right. No, I was specifically kind of going toward the chippiness, because that's obviously something you don't want to see in the games, but I found it was the games I've called this year, there hasn't been any of that at all. Very physical, which is great, but nothing, no extracurriccular. It's been great to see.
I think the word is intensity. There's
Intensity?
they're playing hard, but it's just not the. I mean, everybody understands that.
Oh, when I played, I was chippy. Definitely chippy.
Well, I mean, I think the overall,
Ooh.
just kind of feeling. Let's take a look here. One player goes down. That's
Kind of
Hodgins.
Shoulder to shoulder there, but free at a different position.
High school soccer here on Ticket TV, brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com.
Gavin Carr had a breakaway in the left side and just hit it wide with his left foot.
Let's take another look at it. Oh, close call there for the Rams. Bangor on the move. Deep footwork there by Monroe. Up ahead it goes to Courtney. Courtney into the corner.
Ooh, the
nice ball
stuck
there,
through.
but Garcia able to handle the shot. I think it was number 1, Beckett Parkin. Nope, it's number 6 for Bangor. That's Sam Mahola.
I think we talked about that a little bit, Jay. It just takes one little squirt goal, something to bounce through, something you weren't planning on. That could easily have been 1-0 right there.
Here we see a battle on the near side. Gavin Carr with the shield.
Great job.
And gets taken down.
Great job using his body there to protect the ball and win the call. Heading the ball must be a completely different experience with a hat on.
Depends on the hat. Depends on the hair. I jokingly said earlier this season when I did a Bangor boys game, it's like, well, I'll go give you guys this. Might have the best team hair collectively.
You got a lot of hockey hair, kids?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Soccer is a hair sport as well. You have the opportunity to be a little more free flowing.
Oh, it's beautiful ball in the middle.
Witches right now controlling the action, but they come up empty there. High school soccer here on Ticket TV is brought to you by Northeast Driving School. They are Maine's #1 driving school. Visit the location for Northeast at 360 Harlow Street in Bangor. You can register for courses at northeastdrivingschool.com.
Brewer's going to have another corner kick here.
And we're also brought to you by Dean's Detailing. Give your car a fresh start inside and out. Call 945-3016 or book your appointment at deansdetailing.com.
Oh, what a beautiful ball.
Oh,
beautiful
and the Witches pick up a goal. Great ball. Who was it?
We'll watch him elevate right here.
And that would be Brendan Saunders.
He kind of hit
16.
that with the back of his head right there, kind of. Oh, there was a deflection. Number 9 from Bangor deflected it, and it hit the back of his head, and did a great job of elevating there. Did they call that no goal? No, they played that as a goal in the back.
Oh, wow. So no goal?
Yeah. I wonder why.
Jay, why would that be? Let's take another look at it here.
Yeah, they called Gavin Carr for the foul on the goalkeeper right there.
He's probably offside, too, because he looked like he was behind the goalkeeper.
Carr was in the crease.
They're going to try that.
So 0-0 our score.
Going to try the same play. Oh. Oh, off to the races here.
I would say so. That's
Look at
Monroe. Doak breaks it up. Brady Saunders drives it deep. That'll trickle in on the Bangor keeper.
Just under
Here's
a half
that
an hour.
Second.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you can see.
He was either-
Carr.
So it's either one of two things. Either they called the foul on Carr, or he was in an offside position, and even though he didn't play the ball, he was involved in the play, which means there is an offside violation there. From our
he
angle,
affected the goalkeeper.
correct.
Play. Yeah.
He was involved in play. Now, from our angle up here in the press box, we cannot see that AR down in the corner as is, and none of our cameras got that as well.
Yeah, generally, if you're in an offside position but not part of the play, they won't call it. It's a passive offsides, but that was definitely involved. That was a pretty aggressive shoulder
Forearm
check. Right?
shiver there.
I have no question about that call.
And I do mean shiver.
A couple of good puns today.
We're just getting warmed up.
Haha. Speaking of warm, the feels like temperature is up to 21 now.
Woo!
Yeah, warming up.
Great. I had flurries where I was earlier, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I thought, maybe it's a good time to take the AC out of the window.
You just now took it out?
I've been busy.
I guess
I've
so.
had games every day this month.
Well, it's going to be back to 60 this weekend. You can put it back in. Oh, Bangor's going to win a corner here.
I thought, the clock's changed. Might be time to take that out. I was like, wow, there's a
you're
hell
from-
of a draft in my office. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. That's probably why.
you're from Maine if you wait till November to take your AC out.
Or it's Maine, you're just taking down your Christmas wreath.
Whoa! Going to be an offside call there against Bangor. And they're going to have a substitute.
Oh,
Just a few
couldn't quite gather
yards.
it there, yeah. Well, we have a second here. I want to thank all of our sponsors for our broadcasts here this fall. Brewer Federal Credit Union, Tim Bush at Next Home Experience, the Sea Dog, Twin City Tire, also Penobscot Cleaning Services, Gilman Electrical Supply, Greenway Equipment Sales, Northeast Driving School, and Dean's Detailing.
Bangor's trying to put the pressure on Brewer now. Brewer's a little bit on their heels.
Also want to thank all of the athletic directors and associate athletic directors for their help with the broadcast and getting us the rosters and information. We have an associate athletic director in the booth with us here tonight. I believe his official title is associate athletic director in charge of facilities and communication. Media relations. I don't always listen to what he's communicating, but he just keeps communicating. Still no score. Brewer had the goal taken away.
Oh, that's a good
Garish.
net right there.
Whoa.
Goalkeeper got a tip, so it's going to be a corner kick.
No?
Nope. Going to be a goal kick.
Close.
Oh, there's going to be a ball away right there.
There goes
Foot
Carr.
race.
Richmond back. Pooches it to the keeper. Now Richmond gets it back. Bangor works it up the near side. Stepping into the fray is Brady Saunders.
Whoa, mishandled by the goalkeeper.
It's already out of bounds.
Oh, it was. They crossed.
Probably the safest move there is just to let it go.
Just trying to
Avoid
think.
any-
I don't think Brewer has changed their lineup on the field, have they?
Oh, no,
All
that's
game long.
that's right back at Gavin
Oh,
Carr.
here's Carr,
He's gonna make
and
him
goal for the Witches. And this one will count. Gavin Carr. They kept him in check for most of the night, but with 24 minutes and 10 seconds
And here's
on the clock here in the
There's the goal kick.
second
and
half.
Just mishit and hits it right to Gavin. One touch, two touch, three touch. Left foot buries it.
And it's
As well as both these teams are playing, that's a tough break for Bangor, but nice finish for Gavin Carr.
It's a heady play right there to be
Yep. Pay attention.
exactly. Kind of stay back with those last two defenders right there on the goal kick.
And goalkeepers are generally taught, keep the ball wide on the goal
Yeah.
kicks. It's kind of like taking the ball out of bounds and underneath the hoop in
Correct.
basketball.
And
You don't do it.
back.
teams now have the opportunity to play it short. It does not have to come out of the area. on
I've
the goal
heard
kick
that,
anymore.
yeah. Now, what about the offensive player? Does it have to clear the 18 for them to touch it?
Oh, you would ask me that question, Kevin. It's new. We've
Yeah.
got with so many new rules this year.
I heard the
I'm
rule,
sorry.
and I was because of course they changed and the ball doesn't need to roll forward anymore on a kickoff, which is good.
Go any direction, correct.
Yep. I always thought that was a stupid rule anyway.
he moved there by Noah Risco, causing the foul.
There's a dangerous ball in the box.
Coming out aggressively, Aaron Garcia to snatch that one out of the air. Drills it towards midfield. There's Carr.
That's a good ball. Andrew Hodgson made a great play right there. Two touch.
Pablo Garcia. Far side, can't get around the defender.
Fine, waiting for help. He's got a. Oh, he got pushed down. Nope, no foul. Referee saw it, said no foul. Thought he might have gone to ground a little bit too easy there. Just
Yep.
Yep, sure did.
That's one of those.
That's a good heady play by the official. He argued his point for a second.
That's a four-letter word.
Hey, why not? You're in the box. Oh, Gavin Carr's away again. Puts the ball right across the middle.
Oh!
Hodgins had a chance at it.
Just a split
It
second.
looked like
too
he
late.
hesitated. If he took off a little bit earlier, could have had a chance at that. But that was a good play by Gavin.
Went into the Witches bench in Poland. Their coach, Brewer's been very, very hot here to 6 wins, going for number 7 on their 10-game schedule. They're 6-2-1.
And what, 2 more to play after this?
Just one for this is it for Brewer.
Oh, that's right. 2 more for Bangor.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys mentioned the chippy play. I remember the first game that we did here at Doyle Field this year, Brewer in Hamden. That was chippy.
Spirited.
Jim, that's not exactly what I was alluding to. However,
now that
you are very observant. I was more speaking in general, but that would be a good example.
And that was from the outset. A lot of pent-up energy.
Yes.
We'll blame it on that.
Pandemic fatigue on the soccer pitch. We're approaching the mandatory break period for both sides. Gavin Carr called for the little over-aggression there in the midfield, just past midfield. That's a good, smart play. Keep that ball wide for Bangor. The Rams starting to put some sustained pressure on Brewer now. And that's probably going to call for the break right there.
All right, and we will take the break as well. 19:23 left to go here in half number 2. The Brewer Witches, on a goal by Gavin Carr, will take a 1-0 lead into the break. Back with the remainder of the second half right after this. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. Back at Doyle Field, Jim Churchill, Kevin Hamill, Jay Baines. And we take a look at the play that just happened. Just prior to us coming back from the break, there's the streaking Gavin Carr. Parker Richmond trying to catch up, gets the shot off in just a piece, and
hit the crossbar. He's even fast in slow motion.
So the score remains Brewer 1, Bangor 0.
So I got some clarification on that goal kick, Jay.
Yes.
As soon as the ball is played on a goal kick, the attacking team can enter the box. It is a live ball.
Wonderful.
But they have to be outside the box.
Correct.
When the ball is struck.
Yes.
Thank Brewer girls coach David Hamill for the letting me know that, texting me.
Thanks for watching, Dave.
Thanks for bailing me out, Dave.
I wasn't trying to put you on the spot, Jay. I was curious.
Well,
I didn't know.
He'll take credit for it. I've done his games. He'll take credit for it. He knows.
Throw in for Bangor.
Assistant coach Matt Goodman is listening as well. How you doing, Matt? Matt doing double duty with Brewer and Husson this year.
Oh, nice redirection there by Carr.
He's played in a few of those games as well, filling in. They need extra bodies in those inter-squad scrimmages.
Who's that?
Matt.
Yeah. That's a great back tackle there. Number 18, Jed Kilpatrick, getting back. The game's starting to open up a little bit here now. We're starting to see in the last quarter, I guess we're going to call it. Feels weird to call the game a quarter, but
Now, I don't want to age you too much.
oh, here we
but
go.
Did you
Yeah, come on.
did you play during the era of quarters?
Uh,
Or was that a little before you?
yeah, I don't think I ever did. You know what? In like youth soccer, yes, but not high school or college.
It's actually allowed.
What do you mean it's allowed?
Teams do have that choice, or state associations do have a choice to play quarters.
Really? Did not know
Yes.
that.
I've seen it on occasion early, not this year. But earlier in the season, when they do want water breaks, where they actually do want, and I'm not just talking about the the first stoppage after 20 type thing, but the actual 20-minute quarters, and they'll start with a kickoff at the beginning of each quarter.
Huh.
They've done that in the county as well recently, for the same thing. If they do want those water breaks earlier in the season. The format that we're using this year is a little more, I guess, streamlined in a way.
Always had a difficult.
Carr trying to set one up here.
Whoa!
Almost a deflection off a Bangor defender.
Yeah, that was Dylan Garish almost popped in an own goal there. Brewer's going to have a corner kick from the right side. They had a lot of luck just driving the ball across the 6, and there goes Gavin Carr right in front of the goalkeeper, where he usually likes to stand.
Carr hustles after it.
Well, he works hard. He really does. Whoop. No, the referee's saying play on. When someone goes to the ground, it's not always a foul. Sometimes it's just bigger player, smaller player. That was just a good physical play.
And in that situation, gravity usually always wins.
I couldn't hear what the official was saying there, saying something to the players on the field.
I think Bangor had one too many in the area at the time of the throw-in. That 5v5 does apply on throw-ins as well as the corner kicks.
We'll have to get back to that. Okay, now I have no idea what you're talking about. What is a 5v5 thing?
So this is a specialty rule this year to encourage physical distancing. So on a throw-in or a corner kick, you can only have 5 players for each side in the area at the time the ball is put into play.
So for the defense, is that including the goalkeeper
That does
as well?
not include the goalkeeper.
Okay. But that's just this rule because of the COVID.
Yes, it does not apply on a direct kick or an indirect kick.
Okay.
Even ones that, your weird case where you may have an indirect kick in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have all 22 players in there anyway. But the rule doesn't apply in that aspect.
"13 minutes left to go here in the second half. Brewer still holding on to the 1-0 lead. Pablo Garcia up the left side to Gavin Carr.
Nice turn. But he's got no help, unfortunately. You got the oncoming.
Andrew Hodgins
Thank
trying
you.
to catch up to that one.
We talked earlier before they started the second half. Any adjustments they can make. I think if we could, if he could hang on to the ball just a little bit longer for the midfielders to kind of catch up, that might be the difference for Brewer. Really build some more attack as opposed to having one player. Just shield that player, hang on just a little bit longer.
Kyle Goodrich. Now it's Jed Gilpatrick.
Oh, this is dangerous.
And Carr in front, but couldn't control it. And he's got his...
Is he called for offside?
Offside.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's playing so deep that it kind of makes sense. If he really pays attention to that back line defender, he'd probably get away with a couple of those.
And not only that, on his just on his foot speed alone, and he can stay even with that second last defender.
Right,
and still
you
beat
don't
him.
need that much of an advantage. Plus, he's a wide body. He shields the
Correct.
ball really, really well.
For Bangor this time. Keeps it away from Carr.
I think the sense of urgency to score for Bangor would be turned up a little bit at this point with about 11 minutes to go, but they haven't really taken that next step or really applied the pressure.
Richmond retreats. Carr trying to get around him.
Oh, he is.
Carr
fast.
still on his feet, and ball across the goal line off.
So did that goal count? The one they had the header goal for Brewer?
No.
Okay. 'Cause
No.
we still have a 1-0 score. I just want to make sure that the.
Thanks for listening
That
to
was-
me, Kevin.
I always listen to you.
It's kind of like the drive.
Well, I look down and I'm thinking.
Ernie doesn't pay attention to me.
Am I the last one to know?
What, the score?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, yes.
Okay. Well, I was making sure. The show's 1. I said, wait a minute. I thought it was 0.
I was just trying to count in my head how many times I've said it. No, that was the
header.
Carr was
interfering.
intertwined with the
Yeah.
keeper.
I remember that play. Sometimes I mentally check out for a couple minutes. I want to make sure I didn't miss a goal somewhere in there.
Again, we apologize. We don't have the keeper number here on our Bangor roster, so we don't know exactly who the keeper for the Rams is and has been. We'll hustle back here. Bangor throw in comes in to Garrett Courtney. Patrick drives it ahead to Carr. Carr a full head of steam up the left side. Richmond does get back. Garish is back as well for Bangor. Carr positioning himself for a shot, but this one goes high and wide to the right side of the goal.
You can see Parker Richmond from Bangor. As soon as that ball was struck, he was on his horse. He said, "Don't beat me."
Looked like an obstruction call.
Well, the hand's up, so that's
Yes.
probably right.
That's what I overheard Miss Pickering say from the field.
Is that Tanya in the middle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. With the mask, it's hard to tell. One of the best officials in the state, and I don't think I'll get a lot of pushback on that comment.
You will not. You should not.
No.
Still 1-0 Witches. 7.5 left to go. Bangor the throw in. Brewer fans, those that are here, not happy with that decision.
It's almost refreshing to hear a little bit of dissent from the crowd. I haven't heard it all year.
I think there was a quick deflection that was tough to see, but the audience is paying attention. The crowd's into the game. Oh, it's a nice foundation right there by Hodgins. Oh, and a push. It doesn't get by Miss Pickering at all. Great call.
check.
You see right here.
Boom.
I could have made that call.
Well, Jim, we're always accepting new officials.
Now, foundation, isn't that something women use when they're...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking
through
about.
the
Talking about
makeup
women's.
routine?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Jim. Women's makeup. Or just makeup. Could
Explain
be
the foundation.
Generally when a player is going against a defender, using speed to push the ball by one side of the defender, and then running around the other side to get the ball back. Generally, if you have a greater speed advantage or the defender's coming too fast at you, you can push the ball around. Either go around them or through the legs.
That's Brewer's 5th or 6th corner kick this half alone.
Yeah. Oh, it's a dangerous ball. That's a good job by Carr to keep that goalie honest, keep the goal.
Now, if he catches that and falls into the goal...
It's a goal.
Has to go all the way across the line.
Uh-huh. His entire body or the ball?
Just
the ball.
Yeah.
The ball. Just like the puck in hockey.
Like the goalkeeper can be out of bounds, but if they're holding the ball inbounds, the ball's still in play.
Well, Bangor running out of time here. They're only down by a goal.
Colby Levitt coming off for Samahola for Bangor.
Rams cross midfield. Briscoe. Jay just dropped
Everything.
multiple phones.
If the email chime on the work phone goes off at close to 8 o'clock at night, something's up.
That's a nice clearance.
Clear there by Pablo Garcia. His older brother Aaron, keeper for Brewer.
I don't mean to jinx the game with the O word, but the rules for overtime would be 2 5-minute periods.
2 5-minute periods, and I think Mr. Pottle already kind of jinxed that earlier
Is it?
during one of our breaks.
Did they play the 5 minutes out, or is it a golden goal situation?
Golden goal.
It
Correct.
is. Okay, so if the team scores, the game is over.
Yes.
Okay.
I prefer them to play it out in full, personally, but
Yeah.
Oh,
This is a
dangerous here for Brewer. And there's
Look at that. Ooh, just
that
took a
close
wide.
for the Rams. Who was that? Number 12, Monroe. He's been very active here tonight. Andrew Monroe, the senior, almost made it happen here with a game-tying goal. Garcia couldn't get to it, but it trickled past that left post. What was that right there?
I missed the replay. I was watching the live action for a second. No, can be a goal kick for Brewer.
take one more look at this right here. Oh, yep. There's the hand right there.
Yeah,
hand kind
handball.
of just popped up.
Number 18.
Right in front of the chest.
Yep.
Played it right back down.
Oh, we got a set piece coming in. This could be dangerous. Less than 2 minutes to go. Bangor going to try to get on the scoreboard. Griffin Erb taking the ball, and
They were kind of played into traffic into themselves there.
oh, this could be interesting. Oh, it's with them right side of the field.
One minute left to go. Pickett Parkin. The throw in. Andrew Hodgins drives it downfield. That'll take some seconds off the clock. Down to 35 seconds. Brewer holding on to the 1-0 advantage. That one will run into the Brewer bench. 25 seconds left. Bangor hustling up. Kyle Goodrich will drive it back in the other direction.
Oh, this could be a dangerous play here.
And that one's going to be off Brewer. 10 seconds left. Can Bangor get one more shot off? 2 seconds. 1. And the buzzer sounds, and that will do it. So the Brewer Witches with another win. They will shut out the Bangor Rams here at Doyle Field tonight. The final in this one, Brewer 1, Bangor 0, and the Witches pick up their 7th win of the season. Again, in this shortened fall season, the Witches a very impressive finish. And we'll talk about this one more when we come back in the post-game show. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. Back at Doyle Field, time for the post-game show after a win for the Brewer Witches. Boys soccer action here tonight in game number 2. Again, the Bangor Ram girls winning the first game by a final of 8-0. And the Brewer boys get the split for Brewer High School here tonight against their rivals from the West, Bangor. And let's take a look at the highlights from this second game. And this is going to be what we thought was the first goal of the game, but it was disallowed. You see the keeper down there for Bangor. He got tangled up with Gavin Carr, and you see Carr with the interference, and a no goal there for Brewer. And then the keeper for Bangor sends it right up the middle, and Gavin Carr very alertly picks that one off. Straight ahead, left foot into the back of the net, and that would be the only goal in this game as the Brewer Witches pick up their 7th win of the season with the 1-0 victory. Kevin, final thoughts here? Long night of soccer, but a split between Bangor and Brewer.
That was great. Back and forth. Both teams had chances. They played really, really tough and physical, and both teams had opportunities, and Brewer capitalized on theirs, and Bangor didn't. And good win for the Witches.
All right, Kevin, thank you for your work in our soccer broadcast here this fall. It was a short season, but we had some good games.
I had a blast. This is kind of fun to get back into the sport. I've been away from a little bit.
Yeah,
kind of feels good to dip my toe back in the water,
there
so to speak.
Well, we'll be back next fall, hopefully. Jay, thank you. Jay Baines,
thank you,
directing and providing some commentary as well tonight. Great job by Jay, and also thanks to our dynamic duo on the cameras, Max Pottle and Nathaniel Bailey. They fought through the cold here tonight and did a great job. I'm Jim Churchill saying so long from Doyle Field. Again, our finals here this afternoon and evening. The Bangor girls win game 1, 8-0. The Brewer boys come back to win game number 2 by a final of 1-0. Thanks for tuning in and watching high school sports on Ticket TV.